Yo, what's going on? It's your boy King J, and today we have a Teach Me guide on Miguel. I felt like to go to a different place for this with this one and get some talent outside of the usual faces. So we've got DVK. DVK, can you explain to them where you come from and where like what you're doing in the tournament scene over there, please? Because I have to shine some light over there because I see so much talent, but we need to get you lot out there now.
Yeah, so I'm from Kenya, from the Kenyan Tekken scene, East Africa, country in East Africa. Been organizing tournaments and stuff for the past 2 years, playing as well. I'm one of the best players in Kenya. And I like to think I'm the best Miguel, not just in Kenya, but in Africa. Just grinding out here, trying to get better at the game with everyone else, and just doing our thing. So this is a really cool opportunity, and I appreciate it.
No worries, man. Obviously, I have the platform, and I feel like I want to try and shine some light over there. So where I can help, I'll try and do my best. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Miguel. What do we say? A Miguel teach me. We're gonna move on to the fighting game screen. So first off, we're going to start off with key moves, and then we're going to go into key moves in stance, then we're going to go into grabs, and if there's any Okies, then we're going to go into how to fight against the character. So first off, we're going to go into key moves. Alright, take it away, man. Let's go.
So, key moves. First one I have to talk about is down forward 1. Miguel's down forward 1 for me is one of the best in the game. It's only -2 on block. Only issue I have with it is it's weak to sidestep left, but as I said, it's only -2 on block. It goes into savage stance. It's got extensions, down forward 1-1, which is -3 on block, also goes into savage stance. And off of that, you've got 2 extensions as well, down forward 1-1-2, down forward 1-1-3, which also goes into savage stance. Down forward 1-3 knocks down for guaranteed. Savage down forward 2 on counter hit. So if you just let me do the last hit, so I have to be a bit far from me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
nice.
That's guaranteed on counter hit. But obviously, if you keep doing down forward 1-1, the second hit is high, so you don't want to do it too much because the opponent will be ducking it. It's easy to duck and punish. But Miguel's also got down forward 1-2, -12 on block, so not a move to just throw it all the time. But second hit, it got buffed recently. Sorry about that. I meant to teach you.
No worries, man.
It got buffed recently. Second hit knocks down on counter hit for. I keep grabbing.
That's cool.
I'm trying to teach you.
Alright, I'll come.
Second hit. Yeah, second hit knocks down on counter hit for guaranteed savage 2. That's a new buff that was recently added to the game. Wall splats as well. So you get a guaranteed savage 2. Down forward 1 on its own as well goes into savage stance. There's a bunch of stuff you can do after that, but we'll go into that a bit later.
So you see savage stance. So am I meant to hold forward after the last hit of the moves, right?
Yeah. So after down forward 1, you hold forward. After down forward 1-1, you can hold forward.
Okay.
So you can do it as well. After down forward 1-3, you hold forward. Yeah. So you just hold forward to go into savage stance. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, down forward 1, if you're not using Miguel's down forward 1, you're gonna struggle because it's one of his most important tools in so many situations. But yeah, next one I can talk about is down back 4, very good low, +2 on hit, knocks down on counter hit for a guaranteed savage down forward 2. It's weak to sidestep right though, so it tracks to his weak side actually, which is sidestep left. So that makes it a pretty good low to use from time to time. Down back 3 is another one that goes into savage stance as well, +3 on hit. It's got an extension, though I would not recommend doing this because it's -8 on hit.
Okay.
And the entire string isn't guaranteed on normal hit, so if you eat the first hit, you can block the second hit. And obviously, off of that, you can get a launch. So I would not recommend doing that. So yeah, down back 3 on its own goes into savage stance. It's +3 on hit is a few things you can do. Yep. Also weak to sidestep right, so it tracks to his weak side, which is useful. but it's weak to sidestep, right?
Okay.
And yeah, I'd say those are the three. Those are like his three main pokes: down forward 1, down back 4, down back 3. There's a few other decent ones as well. Down 4, tracks to both sides, but it's only 0 on hit. Doesn't do much damage. Oh, seems to be freezing a bit here.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, I'm back. Down 3, +1 on hit, but it recovers in crouching. Just, something to just tap the opponent with. Not really much you can get out of it. And yeah, I'd say those are the main folks. Going into, I'd say, key power tools. Miguel, I think a lot of people think he's mainly a rushdown character, but he's quite well-rounded. He can play keep out as well, though he's a bit more geared towards rushdown, but we'll get into the keep out. He's got back 1, which for me is one of the best panic moves in the game. 11 frame counter launcher. It's a high, safe, goes into savage stance as well. Though that doesn't really have much utility even in combos, but that's there if you want to use it. Very good panic move to throw out if the opponent's in your face. Gets you some big damage. I'm not gonna try any combos because
latency.
Yeah,
it's one of the reasons on the teach me that I don't tell people to do combos, because I'm trying to get everyone all over the world. It doesn't matter where they are. I just feel like teaching the key moves and like key moves in stance and grabs. I just try to. I think these are the more important things other than the combos. Combos are pretty much easy to learn. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah. Something you can find out about later.
Yeah.
Another big keeper move for Miguel is Magic 4. Obviously, this was stronger in Season 2. He could get much more damage, but enough for recovery. But it's still very good tracks to his weak side, which is sidestep left. And it's got some good range as well. So, if your opponent's coming at you, you get a nice chunky combo.
Right.
Another good keeper move is forward 4-2. Very good range, very good with Punisher. Second hit is a counter hit launcher on its own. But the string is -12 on block. So you don't want to be throwing it out. But it's it's an easy mode with Punisher. If you see a slight whiff, you can just throw this move, and you get it easy with Punish. Walls flats at the wall. Yeah, another good with Punish, I'd say, for 1+2. It's got some decent range. It is 14 frame Punish as well.
Yeah.
Knocks down for guaranteed Savage 2. So it's got some good range as well.
Yeah. So is there any other moves that you would say that are kind of like good keeper? Because I see people like to do 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 for 1-2, 1+. Is it 1-2, 1+2? 1-2.
1-2, 1+2. Yeah. Those are the two extensions.
Do you think those are good moves?
They can be useful at times to throw from time to time because 1-2-4 tracks to sidestep right, I believe, and of course it knocks down for guaranteed Savage 2. It goes into Savage stance.
Oh, is that knocked down on a normal hit? Is that knocked down on a normal hit? Oh
my! Yeah, knocked down a normal hit. Yeah, it got buffed. It got buffed in Season 3, I think. Season 1 and 2, it never used to do this. I think you only used to get ballerina spin, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's it.
It knocks down a normal hit. Yeah.
Whoa,
guaranteed Savage 2. Second hit of 1-2, 1+2. Last hit is a counter hit launcher. Knocks down a normal hit. So they're decent to throw out from time to time. But I don't really like Miguel's jabs. Oh, did you want to do 1-2, 1+2?
Yeah. I was thinking you was gonna do it. Alright, hold on. You do it. 1-2, 1+2.
Yeah, you can do it.
You want me to do it?
1-2, 1.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been. Hold on.
Yeah, so counter hit launcher catches people pressing buttons when they're trying to sort of duck and punish 1-2-4. So it's a decent move to throw from time to time as well. But yeah, I don't really like Miguel's jabs because they have some poor range, so his space control suffers in that respect. But yeah, the 1-2 strings are good to throw from time to time. Yeah. If you're not using them too much, like the opponent won't expect it, and there's a lot you get out of it as well. So, yeah. A move I think a lot of people overlook is 4-4-3. Another move a lot of people overlook. This move has very good range, very good with Punisher. It's a high homing move. and it's a not normal head launcher. It's instant tailspin, so it's a very good wave punisher to use. You can get some good combos, carry to the wall, and yeah. Can talk about back 4 as well. Obviously it's minus 14, but something you can throw out under pressure. Wall bounce in season 3 as well, which was a nice buff for him. But yeah, those are the key power tools, let's say. Yeah. So Miguel can play the defensive game as well if you want him to, because he's got the tools. But I guess the jab sort of me in his space control isn't that great. But yeah, he's got the key power tools if you wanna hang back and play the defensive game. But yeah, that move you just did there, going into rush down now, back 3. A lot of Miguel players, for some reason, I think, are scared of using this move because it's quite slow. Startup is 30 frames and you can float him out of it. But if you place it well, it's a very, very tough move to deal with. +7 on block and on hit, and it goes into Savage stance. So when you block the move, is it going to be a hatchet kick? Is it going to be Savage 2? Is it going to be Savage down forward 2? Like, it's a whole mix-up, very scary move to deal with. I like using it on Oki. So don't be afraid to use back 3. I feel like a lot of Miguel players are scared of it because they're scared of being floated out of it because it's quite slow. But yeah, don't be scared to use back 3. It's a counter launcher as well, by the way. So you can get a full combo if the opponent's pressing buttons. So you can do back 3, and I'll try pressing. Yeah. So for that, you can get a down forward 2 or Savage up forward 3. There's plenty of things you can do. So yeah. The best alternative Miguel players like to use is up forward 1. The Superman punch. It's quicker than back 3, but it's only +3 on block. But it knocks down on hit for a guaranteed Savage down forward 2. So if you do Savage down forward 2 afterwards, it's fully guaranteed. That's not supposed to happen.
Okay. That's weird.
Should be guaranteed. I don't know.
Maybe on Miguel's hitbox or something. I don't know. It's weird. I've definitely seen it happen.
Yeah. It should be guaranteed, and it's +3 on block. So there's still a few things you can do afterwards, but I like to just stick with down forward 1 when it's blocked.
Yeah.
Because it's only +3, you can step Miguel out, out of like a lot of his tools and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, a few other useful moves just before we go into Savage stance. Down forward 3-2, I think is an underrated move. Decent poke string. It's +30 on a crouch. A second hit is +30 on a crouching opponent. So if you just do the second hit, that's a free back 3.
Oh, that's
that hits.
+30. Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So once you do that, it's a free back 3, free plus frames. If you get a second hit, you can just throw back 3 and you get your plus frames. Because obviously back 3 is 30 frames. There's nothing I can do in that situation. So yeah. So I think it's an underrated string that people don't think about too much. It tracks the strings tracks to sidestep right as well. So that's really good. Down 2 is another decent move, tracks to sidestep right, though I don't really like this move that much. It's -7 on block. Although it tracks to sidestep right, knocks down on counter hit for guaranteed Savage down forward 2. That was an epic fail. There we go. Yeah, so decent mid to throw, though I personally don't like this move that much because there's not really much you get out of it, but yeah. It's a decent long range punish as well against stuff like Asuka's back 3. So that's something to think about.
Oh, nice.
Down back 1, the mini snake edge. Obviously, people say this low is seeable, but like a lot of people don't really block that low, like unless you do the charge version, which is when he gets a full combo. But like yeah. But down back 1 on its own, decent low to throw out from time to time. It crushes highs. So if you catch a player spamming highs or whatever, it's decent. And of course, in enrage, you get a full combo with the rage drive. So it's a nice move to throw from time to time. Shouldn't be afraid to use it, but don't use it too much because it's -18 on block. So if that gets blocked, you're getting launched. So yeah, just don't use that move too much. what another move I'd say is useful from time to time is the shoulder barge for 2+3. Nice long range sort of approach to wall splat, gets a wall splat and a knockdown, though it's quite linear, so you know, if an opponent sees it coming, it's easily steppable. But you know, if you just want an easy approach to just to get in on the opponent, it's -7 on block. But you know, if you just want to get to the opponent's face really easily, you can just throw out with the shoulder barge.
Okay.
So you can, you know, it's a nice move to throw out from time to time. Back for the one, I forgot about back for the one. Decent panic move. I've frozen on my end.
Oh, it's frozen again?
Everything's so good. I think I'll be back in a sec. So hopefully nothing's wrong with my connection. I think I'll be back in a sec. But yeah, I was talking about back forward one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Back forward one. The guaranteed savage down forward 2 on normal hit. So you know, it's got evasive properties, obviously. So it's a move you can throw out if you want to get out of pressure. And yeah, you get a guaranteed savage down forward 2 after that. So you know, a decent panic move as well. Back down forward 4 is knee hatchet kick. A move I like to use at the wall. It wasn't a homing move when it first came out, but they buffed it. They buffed it in version 3.21 or something like that. And it's a counter launcher as well. Goes into savage stance, so you can get a full combo. You know, it's a move I like to use at the wall when I have Oki, just to bully the opponents. +8 on hit. You know, big advantage there. So yeah, nice chunky low, although it's launch punishable. So you know, if that gets blocked, you know, you're getting launched. So don't overuse that move. If I remember correctly, it's -18.
Oh, you want me to block that?
I can't. Yeah.
No,
oh, -15. My bad. Yeah, -15. I thought it was -18. So you know, against some characters, I guess like Ana Armor King, you can throw it off a bit more. But yeah. Savage, before we go into Savage stance. His ultimate tackle, I think, full crouch 1+2, nice move to end the round with. If you just wanna get in on the opponent really easily, just to end the round quickly, I think that's the best use he has for it, because it doesn't have any special follow-ups off of it. But you know, can just throw it out if you wanna end the round quickly, and obviously you get the normal follow-ups, the punches and stuff.
I didn't even know he had an ultimate tackle. I didn't even know he had one. Never seen it before.
Yeah.
I had it for Sam.
Well, yeah. Well, the more you know. Now you do.
Yeah.
And then finally his command throw, of course, down forward 1+2.
No, we're gonna get into throw. We're gonna get into throws later on.
We'll get into that later. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, besides those moves I've talked about, you know, like I think those are the main ones that you'll be using as a Miguel player.
What about
so obviously we're going to Savage stance.
What about back 4? You wouldn't use this move at all?
No, I talked about back 4 earlier. I said obviously, you know, it's a wall bounce in season 3 now. It's his power crash. It is -14 on block, but you know, if you wanna get out of pressure really quickly, it's a move you can throw out. Especially if you're at the wall, Miguel gets big damage. So you know, it's a move you can throw out. It's a decent panic move to throw out.
Okay.
Yeah, back four is a decent power crash. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've gone into the key moves on Miguel without him having stance. We're now going to talk about his infamous, you know, savage stance. This is a stance that a lot of people associate Miguel with because they know that this stance is. I feel like it's a pretty good stance. So, you know,
he's got some very good tools out of it. The first one I'm going to talk about is this right here, the hatchet kick. One of his best lows, probably his best low. He was nerfed in season 3. Unfortunately, he used to be +6 and force crouch, but now it's +4 and doesn't force crouch. But you can still command respect to this move. You know, you can get some follow-ups, and it goes back into savage stance as well. When you hold forward, so yeah, it is -13 on block, so fairly risky, especially against characters like Kazuya, Josie, and the like. But you know, very good low. And if you're not using this low and you're playing Miguel, it's one of those lows you can just loop again and again and again, drop the opponent's ankles. So, you know, I'd say don't be afraid to use this low at all. It tracks well to both sides as well. The opponent isn't stepping this at all. You know, they're going to have to duck to deal with this move. And of course, it knocks down on counter hit for guaranteed, guaranteed Savage down forward too. Yeah. I'm just struggling with the latency a bit here, but yeah, so you get a guaranteed Savage down forward. So if you wait for a little bit after the knockdown, you get a bit more damage. Because of course, if you want to just key charge again, I think if you do it a bit too soon, it does less damage. So you have to wait a bit to get a bit more damage out of it. But yeah, hatchet kick, definitely use that low. One of those loopable lows again that he can use. Another good move from Savage stance is Savage down forward 1. A decent poke. I think it's only -2 on block. I don't know why it's not coming out here.
You done it before. That's yeah.
There you go. Yeah, there you go. There it is. If I remember correctly, it's +8 on hit, so it's a very good mid poke you can use in Savage stance. Stuffs a lot of stuff after hatchet kick, like dick jabs and stuff. It's mid, has a good hitbox, so that's a very good move. Savage down forward 2 is another good move. Crushes highs. I like doing this after down forward 1 on block. You know, if you wanna just try jabbing after blocking my down forward 1.
Yeah.
So you know, crushes highs and evens of mids. I've crushed diagonals down forward 4 with this stuff, and it has that sort of phantom tracking that Heihachi's forward 2 has. I've clipped people stepping when I throw down for a Savage down forward 2 sometimes. So yeah, it had more pushback in season 3. It's -16 on block with less pushback. It was basically a death fist in season 2, but it's much easier to punish in season 3. So you know, maybe don't use it a bit too much. Flips. It does flip grounded opponents as well. So when you get a knockdown off of like a hatchet kick, I've already mentioned Savage down forward 2. So it has quite a bit of utility. Savage back 3 is a power crush he has from Savage stance. So again, you know, if you're in Savage stance and you want to stuff some pressure, it gets a wall splat, and it guarantees Savage 2 in the open. So you can do that for some chunky damage. Doesn't have any tracking whatsoever, so it's not a move you want to throw just like that. But yeah, it's a decent power crush. It's high, so yeah, it's quite decent. But yeah. An underrated move, I think, from Savage stance to Savage back 1. It tracks to sidestep left. It doesn't get much on its own. It's only +1 on hit, -7 on block, but it does have extensions. It's Savage back 1-2, which guarantees forward 2-1. But of course, with the latency, it might be a bit hard to get.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe you can do it, King J.
Was it one?
Savage back 1-2, and then forward 2-1.
Like that.
Yeah, so that's a combo. That's a whole combo. But the whole string isn't guaranteed on normal hits or counter hits, so you know, you don't want to just throw it out, but it is delayable. So you know, you can catch your opponent out trying to press buttons. The second extension from Savage back 1 is Savage back 1-4. This wall splat knocks down on counter hit. The whole string is guaranteed on normal hit, and it gets some decent plus frames.
It wall splats.
+8 on hit.
Let's see.
Yeah, wall splats on counter hit.
Alright, let me.
Second hit wall splats on counter hit.
Come. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So if let me try key charging again. Yeah. So just block the first hit and then eat the second. Yeah. So that's a wall splat. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And it's delayable as well, by the way. So you know, you can catch your opponent not trying to press buttons again. Although I think it's a bit less delayable than Savage back 1-2, but you know, it's a move you can catch your opponent out with at the wall. It is -10 on block though, so you know, it's fairly safe. So yeah, it's a decent move. It's a decent move to throw from Savage stance. There's Savage back 2, which is his Sabaki.
Okay.
So if it, gets a full combo on a successful parry. But outside of a successful parry, he just gets like a nice tap on the chest. But yeah, I like doing this sometimes when I notice the opponent jabbing after blocking down forward 1. But yeah, a very good Sabaki as well, gets big damage from that. So you know, if you notice the opponent jabbing, the best time to use it is after down forward 1. If you notice the opponent jabbing a lot, you can just get a free launch with that.
Okay.
But yeah. What else is there? Savage. We're going to Savage 1. I can't believe I forgot about Savage 1. Tracks to sidestep left. This is a very good move. We have to talk about this buff in the most recent patch, Savage 1.4. 12 frame wall bounce string that's guaranteed on normal hit now. It was only guaranteed on counter hit before. So of course now, big damage.
Okay.
And the move itself tracks to sidestep left. Then the Savage 1-1, which knocks down for guaranteed Savage down for 2. So you can mix those two up. The second hit of Savage 1-1 is a counter hit launcher. So it tends to catch people who try to sort of duck and punish the first hit, or duck and interrupt Savage 1-4. So it's a very good move to use as well. And then the Savage 1-2, which has an extension, Savage 1-2-1. Though that is launch punishable, but it's all guaranteed in the back, so I would not recommend using that. It is -17 on block, so Miguel will get launched for throwing it out. But the last hit is delayable, so from time to time you can catch your opponent now pressing buttons and get yourself a nice combo. All 3 hits are actually delayable. Savage 1, 2, 1.
So you see the second hit,
so,
yeah?
You know,
the second hit. If the second hit hits you, is the third guaranteed or not? It doesn't work that way.
On counter hit, it is. On counter hit, it is.
Ah, okay.
So if I get the second hit, you can't block a third one. Although if I delay the third hit, it won't be guaranteed. So I have to commit. To get the whole string.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So decent move you can throw from time to time to catch your opponent up. But again, it is launch punishable, so I would not recommend throwing that out from time to time. But again, as I said, it's all guaranteed in the back. So if you're trying to punish something like King's spring kick or something like that, you have enough time to go into Savage and just do 1-1. The opponent can't do anything about that, so you know that's quite useful. Yeah. Then there's Savage 2, which tracks to sidestep left. Knocks down. This was buffed in season 2, I believe. It did less damage before. And it was -12 before, but now it's safe. It's -9 on block, and it does some chunky damage. And of course, it knocks down, gets a wall splat. So yeah, this move hurts when it hits you. And of course, it breaks the floor as well. And as I said, it tracks to sidestep left. So if you try stepping after blocking something like down forward 1, it will catch you out. But it is weak to sidestep right. But yeah, once you start stepping right, Miguel has Savage up forward 3.
I think I could sidewalk. Try again.
Yeah, you can sidewalk right, but you can't sidestep right.
Yeah, I can't sidestep. Yeah.
Another wall splatting mid. It crushes lows. So I like to use it at the wall when I notice people are using a lot of toe kicks or dig jabs. This will crush lows and you know get a wall splat.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you try doing a dig jab or anything like that, like you know, it will catch you on. Sorry, hold on. Yeah. Just try it then. Hold on. Or I could get a knockdown on the wall. Yeah, it should. I know it does crush the jabs.
No, it definitely does. It definitely does. I think it might be the latency, so don't worry about it. That's fine. Is there any other moves in Savage Stance?
I've already talked about the hatchet kick. One more move to talk about, Savage 3-3. Second hit is a counter launcher and it's delayable, so it's you know, it's another move you can throw to catch out the opponent. So you know, again, gets big damage. First hit on its own, I think is it's -5 on block. It goes back into savage stance. But again, the second hit is delayable and it will get your counter. But don't overuse it because the second hit is high. But yeah, and again, another decent move you can just throw from time to time. And yeah, oh, I forgot one more move. Savage down 3. Not the best move, but you know, just a decent low poke string you can use on the opponent. The second hit is -16 though, so you know you don't want to overuse it.
Down 4-3, yeah.
Popular setup. Sorry, it froze again, but I'll be back in a sec.
You good?
Don't know if something's wrong with my connection here, but I'm sure I'll be back in a sec.
Is the 2 hits guaranteed from down 4-3? Savage stance.
Yeah, both hits are guaranteed on normal hits. You can block, you know, you can block the second hit after hitting the first one. I was saying one popular setup with this move is going to Savage back 2 after Savage down 4-3. Both hits go back into Savage stance if you hold forward. And the second hit is -2 on hit. So if you try jabbing, I can still sort of use the Sabaki and get a full combo. So that's a popular setup. So if you try jabbing after eating that move, you know.
Oh, jab, yeah.
Just try a jab. Yeah. So that's a popular setup that Miguel players like to use. But yeah, again, it's not the best. It's not the best sort of move in the world, but it's something. You know, it's something that's there for you to use from time to time. And I think it has Savage down 4 itself has some tracking as well. Yeah, it tracks well to both sides. But again, you know, it doesn't get much on its own, so not the best low you're going to use. But you know, it's there for you to use from time to time. But yeah, besides those, I think those are the main ones you're going to be using in Savage stance.
Yeah. All right. That's sick, man. It seems like this character's got a lot of stuff in Savage stance. I think the next step what we're going to talk about is the grabs. So like, you know, I know you showed me that Miguel had the tackle. I didn't know about the tackle. But he has the 1+2 break throw, and he also has the 1+2 break throw going into Savage stance. So I want you to just show me the stuff that he has in. Just show me what type of, you know, stuff he has after he throws, if he does have any. So, you know, yeah, show me, man.
So the command throw is down for the 1+2. It is +5 on hit. The new buff for season 3 was that it goes into Savage stance, as you said. So a +5, you can keep the opponent honest with Savage 1. So if you try stepping, Savage 1 will catch you. You know, if you step left, you know, the Savage 2. If you step right, the Savage up for 3. So you can start with Savage 1, and I'll try stepping just to show what I'm talking about.
So you want me to go into?
Just do the command throw. Do the command throw down for 1+2.
Alright, cool.
Do the command throw and then go into Savage stance and then do Savage 1. So that will catch me if I try to step, yeah.
And then I do Savage 3?
Savage up forward 3.
Up
so I'm
forward
going to
3.
try stepping right this time. Miguel does have a good side step, so sometimes he can step his own stuff. But yeah, that will catch. That usually catches characters stepping to the.
But you could just do this, though.
Right?
I could just do that.
Yeah, there's Savage 4 as well. High homing move, counter launcher. I forgot to talk about that, but it knocks down on normal hits for a guaranteed Savage down 4-2. So you can catch people stepping that way.
Okay.
And again, there's Savage 2 if you try stepping left. So you know, Miguel has quite a few options to keep you honest. And obviously, once he stops behaving, he's free to start using his hatchet kick. So yeah, he's got quite a few options at +5 off of that command throw.
So what would you do in it? All right. So, say for example, would you always go in Savage stance after the throw, or would you not? Is there sometimes you would choose not to go in Savage stance?
to go into savage stance because then I can enforce like a better mix-up that way. You know, I can make a read on the opponent because a lot of his best tools are in savage stance.
Yeah.
Outside of savage, the only time I'd say maybe I wouldn't go into savage stance is maybe if the opponent is in rage. If I'm playing against someone who I know maybe likes to use rage arts, maybe I'll hold off on going to savage stance, or enforcing my offense.
Yeah.
Or if you wanna play it safe, you can not go into savage stance and just do something like down forward one. But you know, I feel like it's best to go into savage stance because that's where his offense really shines. That's where his best tools are. You get something like savage 1-1 or the hatchet kick or savage 2 or savage up 4-3. You get a lot of mileage off that. And you know, yeah, a lot of his best tools are in savage stance. So personally, I prefer going to savage stance most of the time when I use this throw.
Okay, what about the other throws? What about like this throw? Do you get anything?
Not really. It is 0 on block, but obviously the normal throws, you can very easily break them. This one in particular, I think the opponent stays down, you can get a down back 4. Or if you want to make a big call out, you can go for savage down 4-2. But typically, you know, the opponent can side roll out of a lot of stuff, so it's not, you know, it's not really that useful. I think it's possible to tech roll as well. I don't remember correctly, but if you just try using that throw.
Okay.
No, you can't tech roll. For some reason I thought you might be able to tech roll, but I think the best you can get is down back 4. If you want to make a big caller, you can go for savage down 4-2, but there's not much you can get off of that really. And of course, it's a normal throw, so you can break it with
1 or 2.
And
then this
throw as well.
Is there anything from this throw against the wall?
This is his side switch throw. So if you're at the wall and you break it, you will switch sides. So just break the throw.
Oh, you want to break? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you will switch sides. So if you're at the wall, you can throw it out to try and switch sides with the opponent.
Damn, look at the distance though.
Like it's very good for getting away from the walls, obviously because of that distance. So if the opponent breaks it, so if you grab me and I break it, like you're very far away from the wall, so you know it's a good situation for you.
That's very good.
But but if I don't break it, you know it gets a low wall splat. There's you have your Oki. But again, it's a normal throw, so you can very easily break it. Yeah. But yeah, that's his side switch throw, so it's useful in that sense.
And then you said he has ultimate tackle from sorry. Didn't want just crouch, crouch 1+2?
From full crouch 1+2, yeah.
That as a round ender, I think that's pretty good as well. So.
As a round ender, it's really good. That's the main way. I think it should be used because he doesn't have any special follow-ups like say Paul Jin, Devil Jin, or any of those other characters.
Yeah.
But you know, if you want to end the round really easily, just go for the ultimate tackle. Especially if you have the life lead. You know, what that happens is the opponent breaks it. But you know, if the opponent can't break the tackles, it's an easy mode round ender. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%.
But yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah. So. You know, we spoke about the key moves, we spoke about key moves in stance, we spoke about the grabs and the Oki situations. Now, the next step now is to talk about, this is the last step of the Teach Me series. So, you know, we want to know, how do you fight against Miguel? What are the key tools of fighting against Miguel? We know that he has a lot of stuff in Savage Stance. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think on the best way is to tackle fighting Miguel.
As I said earlier, Miguel is primarily weak to sidestep left. When Miguel is attacking you, a good option is to do sidestep left block. The best case scenario, you step his move and you get a punish. Worst case scenario, he still catches his stepping, but you get your block. Something like down forward 1. If you can step this to the left. So if you just step that, it is weak to sidestep left. and a lot of his moves from Savage Stance are weak to sidestep left, which is when. So if you just keep stepping left after blocking down forward 1, yeah, a lot of his moves from Savage Stance are weak to sidestep left. There's that, yeah. I think the only one that tracks is Savage 1, but even Savage 1 sometimes will whiff. So, you know, when you're fighting against Miguel, sidestep left and block is your best friend. Something to do when you eat something like Miguel's hatchet kick is sidestep left and then duck, because then the Miguel player will probably try to catch you stepping with Savage 4, which of course is a high. So if you do sidestep left to duck, you're sort of kind of option selecting a lot of his tools, and obviously when you duck, you'll be able to duck and punish a Savage 4.
It's pretty fast though.
So yeah, it's quite fast. So if you do a quick sidestep left duck,
yes.
You know, you have to be quite sharp with it, but it's a good option select against a lot of Miguel's tools. Of course, he does have Savage 2, which will track to that side, but yeah, generally sidestep left and sidestep left duck are good options, like to get out of his Savage Stance mix-ups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But again, you know, if you keep doing that all the time, you know, Miguel will catch you with Savage 2. So yeah, sidestep left primarily is your best friend against Miguel, because that, you know, a lot of his best moves track to that side. Something else I should talk about, when Miguel gets a knockdown in a combo off this, your best bet is to stay down, because if you wake up, you put yourself in a mix-up between full crouch down forward 4, which guarantees another forward 2, or you will eat a hop kick. So if you see a Miguel player doing a combo and trying to enforce Oki that way, so if you let me launch you, and then wake up.
Oh, you want me to wake up? Okay.
Just wake up. Yeah, just wake up immediately after that. So when you wake up, it's a whole mix-up. I could do a hop kick, or I'll do full crouch down forward 4. Of course, with the latency, it's a bit hard to get that, yeah. But you know, at the wall, he'll get a wall splat with forward 2 too. So yeah, when you see a Miguel player doing that, your best bet is to stay down, because then if you hit the full crouch down forward 4, it's less damage. So yeah, when you see a Miguel player doing that, definitely stay down. Don't eat the mix-up. Or it's, you know, it's going to be a bad time for you, basically.
Thank you very much,
so besides that, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah.
What do you think about his rage drive? Lastly.
His rage drive, yes. It got buffed recently. I was really happy with the buff, because now he gets a full combo, gets some big damage off of it. But it still doesn't resplat, which is unfortunate. So if I try carrying to the wall, that won't resplat, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But yeah, on its you know, off in the neutral, it will get a wall splat, and it's +3 on block, as I said. He's able to get a second tailspin now, so it was a nice buff for him.
So he gets a side wall splat, but not the back wall splat, which is weird.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said he gets a side wall splat if he hit on an awkward angle, but he doesn't get like a back wall splat, as in, like, you know.
Yeah, he doesn't get the full. He doesn't. Yeah,
that's silly.
Like the proper wall splat.
That's
yeah,
silly.
yeah. So it's still, you know, it's still not the best rage drive in the world, but like that, the buff he got definitely helps. It takes his wall carry especially to another level when you're in rage. So yeah, it's a nice buff, and of course, you know, off of something like this, it gets more damage now. Of course, I'm struggling with the latency there, but yeah, it was a decent buff for him. But yeah, if they could make it resplat, primarily, I think, you know, it would be a really good rage drive. But yeah.
Okay, cool, man. Well, DVK, thank you very much for taking your time up, man. Really, really appreciate it. We're doing two different sides of the world, man. That is actually crazy, but we made it happen. I really appreciate you taking your time out. We need to get Mikey up. I don't know when he's. I think we're gonna do him later on. But you know, with you, can you give us your social medias where people can follow you? You know, if you got YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. You know, if you got tournaments that are happening, let them know, man.
Yeah. First of all, thanks again for this opportunity, man. You know, I really appreciate you sort of shedding the light on our scene and stuff like that. All my socials are at DVK17. That's DAVYK17. I'm on Twitch as well. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram at DVK17. We have social media for our scene in general as well, Tekken 254. I think if you just go on Google and search Tekken 254, you'll be able to, you'll be able to get all the socials. Because there's different handles for Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and all that stuff. So you can just go on Google and search Tekken 254, and you'll find all that stuff there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Thanks again for giving me this opportunity, man.
No worries, man. So if you don't want to find out more about their scene, Tekken 254, make sure you go check them out. I looked at their stuff, and they're very, very good players out in that scene. If you don't want to go check it out, check it out. I think it's a scene that hasn't been tapped into yet in terms of like getting everyone to know about them. But I feel like you lot should really, really go check them out, man. Because I check on different scenes.
I feel like, yeah.
Before they're hot, you know what I'm saying? Like even like Akon.
Yeah.
I knew about him from way back, but people started to know about him because Ivory Coast was a part of the Tekken World Tour this year that had to get. Well, I think it's cancelled anyways, and obviously, your scene, I've known about because I was watching videos just randomly. I was like, oh snap! Like watching these videos, and I started watching more and more, and I was like, yeah, these guys they need to get the light shed on them, and they're really, really good. So that's why you're here, and Mikey is another one I want to come on because obviously he plays Ganryu, I play Ganryu. Maybe he can teach me a few things that I don't know about Ganryu, so it's definitely a good conversation to find out new stuff about a character.
Just before I go, I sent you a link on Discord to a match from a recent tournament we had where I used Miguel. So if any of you guys want to watch that and try and look for some tech that you might not have known about wall setup stuff like that, you can watch that match and find it there. I sent it to you on Discord, King J.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, man. That's this episode. Teach me.
Thanks a lot, man.
No worries. That's this episode. Teach me. I hope you lot enjoyed it. And remember, to follow and subscribe. Take it easy, everyone.